Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Fire Emblem New Mystery the Emblem. In the last episode, we officially started our campaign against the Archanea Empire, and the way we did it was by actually liberating Grust from the evil General Lang. But the only thing is although we liberated the outside of the castle, we're actually going into the castle in this episode. So with that, we're going to be continuing on to our story from the last episode, and seeing what happens here, because I don't know what we're going to be getting into. All we know is that Navarre is nearby, and apparently he's working for General Lang in the Archanea Empire as a mercenary at the moment, based on what we've learned in the last one. And I also found out who this Samto guy is, because his name's not actually Samto. In the Japanese actual translation, he is called Samto, but in the English translation, he's also named Samuel. And technically, he's the person that we're recruiting in this episode, but I won't be able to say who it is until we actually meet him. So, with that, we're going to be heading into the Nest of Evil and seeing what happens with Chapter 6 here. There's also an extension chapter attached to this chapter, and we actually have to unlock it, and I'm actually going to tell you guys how to do that. The way you do it is you have to beat this map on normal mode in 20 turns, or you have to have Rickard alive or recruited. And if you have that, you actually can unlock this chapter that's coming up after this. That's all I know about it. I don't know what we're going to be getting for it, but that's how you unlock the extra chapter that's attached to this chapter. But with that, let's continue into Chapter 6 here. Grust has been liberated. All that remains is Oldburn Keep, where General Lang remains barricaded. Lang used his influence to steal belongings, daughters and lives from people of Grust. Was there ever a man as cruel as he is? I cannot forgive him. I shall take him down without fail. Prince Marth raised his sword to the skies and ordered firmly, Altea Knights, charge. And with that, we're officially charging the Grustian Empire's castle in order to get these Archaneans out of here, and maybe getting the Grustians as allies, since we are working with the Grustian heirs, and obviously they're going to be able to, although they're younger, they technically still have power in Grust, I would think, because it doesn't look like Grust has a king anymore, at least, and they're the next in line for the throne, so I'm pretty sure we can maybe get Ubello and Yumina to help us in the ways of having extra, manpower due to the fact that we need a bigger army. And we still don't have any kind of help, and it's literally just Altea and Talus, and that's it. And we do not have enough manpower yet to actually take on Archanea. So, hopefully, we can maybe get the Grustians to help us out. Although they weren't helping us in the previous war, maybe they will this time around. Because we definitely need some help against the Archanea Empire if we want to even survive. But, other than that, let's continue.
Spooks, you should be aware that Lang is a general with high defense. To defeat him, you will do well to attack with magic or special weapon, like an armor slayer.
Duly noted.
If you plan to defeat him with strength alone, you'd have to be extremely powerful. Spooks, you are sadly not very strong, but you could fight using other talents. Please in my stead, kill that insolent man.
Okay, we'll do that indeed, Jagan. Okay, so we got a couple things to look at here. So we got Navarre, so let's do this one first, since we did hear about him being in the area. Don't know if he's anywhere nearby, but I do know that they did talk about him. Spooks, may I have your opinion on something? I'm worried. About Marth? Or about our next battle? Both of them. This is just a rumor, but it seems Lang has hired the swordsman Navarre. Navarre? I've heard that name before. He's a remarkable swordsman, right?
Yes, but Navarre was our ally in the last war, so I'm sure he'll understand if I talk to him.
Maybe.
Or if he will not, then turn it on me now instead.
Nay. I'll turn to no blade of mine on a woman.
Okay, and he did say that in the original, so his lines haven't been changed in between games, it seems. So, that's how you persuaded him?
Yes, why? Spooks, if you could happen to meet Navarre, let me talk to him, please.
Okay, we can definitely do that, but we actually don't need Seda to actually do that. You can actually use Ogma to talk to Navarre on this chapter. That's the only thing I'm going to say about it, because technically what I do know about this chapter, because obviously I do my research, because because one of the things I do in the series is we recruit every single character, and I teach you guys how to do that. So technically you need Ogma or Seda to actually recruit Navarre. So other than that, I can't continue into that. There is a couple other units on the map, but they're going to auto-recruit themselves, so I don't really need to talk about them. But Navarre is technically an enemy on the field, and that's all I can really say. But let's check out our current status for Chapter 6, since we always need to know our current status.
Gross has been liberated. All that left now is to seize Oldburn Keep. Therein lies Lang, oppressor of the people, the one who led Durenrod Wrens to death, and kidnapper of the Grostian children. It's time for us to punish him for his sins, and then we shall return to Altea, and we shall reclaim our homeland from Archanea.
Okay, we can definitely do that. We also have one support, Luke and Spooks. Okay, let's check out what Luke has to say to us, since in the last one he was kind of weird. But honestly, I feel like he's gonna kind of grow on us over the course of our supports, because that's usually how it works. So, let's see what we got here. Luke? Luke, are you listening? Let's continue training already.
Don't talk to me, please. I'm dying here. Thanks for everything. It was fun.
What are you saying? We aren't even half done.
You're joking, right? All this running, carrying, and swinging weapons around. Any normal person would drop dead. Hey, why do you look just fine?
That's because I'm accustomed to this, since my childhood days. Oh yeah, I also said I was gonna check into who his father is, or grandfather. Technically, he actually isn't in the story. He's not in Shadow Dragon, he's not in the original Shadow Dragon, he's not even in Mystery of the Emblem, the original. So, technically, he's just a nameless soldier. All we know is he has connections to Yagan, and he's a veteran knight, and he's basically... he loves the Altean Knights and would do anything for them. But he's dead, and he's no longer around, but technically he's a faceless knight. So I did check into that, and there's literally no information on him. That's literally all I got, so... technically, I have no way to kind of figure out Spooks other than that when it comes to his character, since he actually has a pretty interesting character behind the scenes from what I can see, based on his supports and how he acts towards people. But let's see, let's continue with Luke.
You've been doing this training from hell since you were a kid. You're not human.
Now that's just rude. Here, if you can't move, then I'll just have to drag you along.
No, stop.
And there it is, that was easy. That was a nice and fast one, okay. Other than that, let's grab our freebies, since these seem to be giving us some pretty good stuff, so we might as well see what we can get from these, since these are usually pretty free.
I feel simply delighted today. Just watch me, I won't lose to anyone.
Okay, strength and skill temporarily increased. You literally can't fight anybody, but okay, strength and skill, you can't literally use that. Because you're literally a cleric and you can't use any kind of weapon, so strength and skill literally does nothing. Okay, that was a waste of one of my points, because it literally could have been anyone, and it happened to be the worst possible person to actually get that for. Oops. Well, that's bad.
I won't stop training. Not until I have saved you, Lena.
Okay, 22 more experience for our buddy Julian. Always good to see.
Phew, that was good training. I'm soaked. Time for a bath.
Okay, 24 experience. I wonder what this is. Maybe I can make good use of it. What did I get? Ooh, a glass bow. I don't actually know if that's like the ones that I know about in the, I think I remember them being an Awakening, and I remember them being actually pretty good in that game, but I don't know if it's going to be the same case for this game. But, like always, I like to mess around with my inventory after all this stuff, so I'll be right back. We're going to mess around with my inventory, make sure people are in the right spots for the actual map, since you can mess around with that, so I'll be right back, and once I have it all set up, I'll be right back and we'll continue our story. So, I'll literally be a second, so I'll literally see you in a second. So, BRB, boys and girls. Okay, now that I messed around with my inventory, went to the drill grounds to get at least a little bit of experience, since literally there's no downside in actually using the drill grounds every now and again, because some of the since due to the fact that we play the way we do, some units kind of do fall behind, so kind of like evening out their stats a little bit kind of works. Because normally, when you would normally play this, you kind of sit down and it'd take you like an hour to go through a chapter, and you'd slowly progress to make sure every single unit's getting the experience. And since we're playing it the way we are, we kind of do need to use a little bit of the drill grounds to kind of make sure everyone's kind of up to date, no one's falling behind too much. But we got everyone to at least level 9 here, so that actually works out perfectly for us. But I also threw on our Gemini star symbol that we got in the last episode that gives us 1 strength and 1 magic, which is really, really good, because now we're actually 10 magic now, and also 11 skill, which is really good. Sadly, my 15% increase to speed isn't... Oh wait, no, it's 10%. 10% increase to speed really isn't actually kicking in yet. I hope I'll actually get some more speed in the near future, but other than that, I think we're pretty much ready. So, with that, let's continue on to what we got here. I don't know what we're getting ourselves into. All I can see is it looks like the doors are locked and we can't see the whole entire map. But, let's see here.
So the Alteans have come. Reinforcements are arriving soon. If we can hold out a little longer, we can make a pincer attack. Swordsman Navarre, when they open that door, make sure you make your move. There is no need for restraint. Slice them to pieces.
Yeah, sure. Though the Knights of Altea are hardly worthy enemies.
Oh ho, that's my Navarre. They say not even Ogma of Talus is your equal.
What? Ogma? Naturally, a guy like him is no match for me.
I see. Glad to hear it. Then I'll leave this place in your capable hands, Navarre.
And there's actually where you would figure out that you can actually use Ogma to actually talk to him. Since it's either Seda, I believe. I didn't look into Seda actually being who can actually talk to him. I'm pretty sure it is. But you can either use Seda or you can use Ogma to actually recruit Navarre on this chapter. Or should I say Navarre, quote unquote. So, with that, technically the warrior Samto that we heard about, or Samuel, is on this field. But we technically don't know where he is, because he's hiding somewhere on the map. So, with that, we do have some problems here. There's actually one person we need to worry about, and it's actually this bishop over here, due to the fact that they have Swarm, which is a 10 range magic. So we do need to kind of be careful around that thing. Thankfully, we do have the ability to kind of just walk right through him, due to the fact that we kind of have a Katria here, and Katria can literally run through. Even if she gets hit by the swarm, she'll be able to get into this range, and since this guy can't move, we can literally just start throwing javelins at him, even if he tries to attack us. So we'll be perfectly fine there. Other than that, we actually need to start moving Julian to the bottom right of the map, due to the fact that there's actually treasure chests over here. And we also need to move Marth on this side as well. So other than that, that's all we can really do here. Honestly, the best thing we can possibly do to kind of help Marth out here would be to just run through here. We can let this guy attack us, because I think we'll survive the swarm and the Hellfire. So we won't need to worry too much there, so we can do that. He also talked about reinforcements, and I'm pretty sure the reinforcements are going to spawn from down here, since there is no stairs of any kind. So I don't think they can spawn anywhere else, unless it's somewhere in here. I'd highly doubt it, since he did say a pincer attack, so it has to be on this side of the map. Okay, we do need to get Ogma onto this side of the map, though, so first things first, let's make sure who we can move and where we should move. Let's move Ogma into... Let's see here, what position can we move him into? We can move him right here, because it's right out of the magic attacker, so let's move Ogma here. Throw out his armor slayer that I equipped him with, since this will help him out the knights over here. Always good to see. Let's see here, Spooks, I'm gonna say maybe put you here. We can drag out an enemy and get a level out of that, so we can always use that to our advantage. due to the fact that we did hear about the pincer attack, let's put Sirius and a couple other knights down here to kind of be ready for that. So we'll be completely ready for any kind of, like, maneuver the enemy is going to try out here. We can have Roderick follow up with the rest. And then I'm going to have Ryan sit back here since it's kind of hard for him to move around and chase down enemies. So let's just have him do what he's doing. And then I guess we can keep Mauricia down here since we do need the ability to kind of be able to heal at any point. So that would be able to help us if there is any kind of problems. And then maybe we can have Luke follow up as well. I think 4 on the side and then the 3 on the right side should be fine. Because Marth should be fine, Katria should be fine, and Julian's literally just running around. Okay, so Swarm does 13 damage in this game, good to know. Don't know if it increases with the magical strength. It probably does, I'm going to say it more than likely does. And I think we might double this knight here, which is actually a free level for us. Okay, level 10 to Spooks, not bad. I like being leveled up, because that means we get stronger and stronger. Let's see here, speed and magic, perfect. Exactly what I wanted. And we also got some HP on top of that. Okay, due to the fact that I really don't think I'm going to need my Hellfire this chapter, but we are going to need the door key, let's just throw the Hellfire into the convoy for now, and we'll use that in the next chapter. Due to the fact that I really do need to keep that door key on me, because the door key is actually going to help us when it actually comes to making our way into the inner part of this castle, since we need to open up the doors in order to continue. Ooh, is that really dropping me down to 1 HP? Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I should have probably waited a turn.
Sire, there seems to be movement near the front of the castle, and it would appear to be moving towards our forces.
Are they enemy reinforcements, or allies to our cause?
I do not know, but I do hope they're allies.
Well, we don't know for sure, but I actually kind of am in a bad position right now due to the fact that I didn't actually expect us to take too much damage there, actually. Maybe, nope, Katria didn't get a one hit there. Okay, so I actually didn't expect this guy to actually do damage. We can actually save ourselves, though, so we don't need to worry too much. But I do need to move Julian into position. So, Julian, you go towards this door. Do what you're doing, buddy. Let's see here. What can I do here? Can I, like, one-shot this guy somehow? Does not look like it. I'm not even gonna attempt that, because that would be just really stupid. So, I'm gonna say the more than likely thing I should probably do here. Let's run Marth back. And then we can heal him up completely with a Men's Staff. Just because it'll pull this enemy out, and then we can kind of deal with him. Since the Swarm enemy can't even hit us from out here, so just to kind of get him kind of like lowered a little bit, and this guy gets pulled out as well, so it helps us out. Okay, other than that, we have a couple enemies we still need to deal with here. First things first is we should probably get rid of this guy first. He does 9 damage to Ogma. I want to make sure we do this safely, though. Let's see here. Safest thing I could possibly do here is fireball this guy into oblivion and literally turn his nice shiny armor into a nice shiny ash on the floor. Okay, that makes things easier. And then I need to make sure that we actually get rid of these mages in any way possible. I think the best way to do this is actually just running into them with steel lances here and just one-shotting them so we don't have to deal with them, since I need to make sure Ogma doesn't get knocked out here, because Ogma is actually really important, because since we don't have Seda on the map, we only have one shot at actually recruiting him, although we're going to always make sure to be able to recruit him, because I can always just reload and make sure that Ogma is alive here, because we actually need him here for what we're doing. But let's see here. Okay, you guys can't do anything when it comes to that. How much damage did you do via... Oh wait, you don't have his... Okay, I actually thought you had a javelin on you. Okay, so let's go for an Armor Slayer here. I was kind of hoping this would do 22 damage and not 21. He might miss here, which would be good, but sadly he didn't. Okay, of course you crit for the final hit. You and your style points. My team really likes doing style points for the final hits. Okay, at least we got a vulnerary there for the final thing there. And then we can run in with our steel sword and one-shot this guy. Okay, perfect. Okay, no problems then. Because now we can just use vulnerary, heal Ogma up, and then we can... Actually, we might not even have to, because where Navarre is actually staying, he's actually in this room over here. And I made sure of that just in case. So this is the room we're going to be going to, but we have to actually open the door and then have Ogma run in order to do this correctly. Okay, other than that, I'm not sure what else we can do here. I guess just sit here and just wait for the rest of that, and I think the only two are those two. So let's end turn, and see what the 13 other Archaneans are going to possibly do here to kind of mess around with us. I don't think the swarm's going to be too much here because we can easily survive. We can pull this guy out, like I said. So we're perfectly fine to be able to kind of do what we're doing right here. And it looks like here's our 2 free allies. So we have, I believe, Frey and Norn. And hopefully they're actually both... I know Frey's named correctly, but I don't know about Norn's when it comes to translation, so let's see if it's right.
Sire. Frey, thank goodness you're safe. You too, sire. Norn and I escaped from Altea Castle, and we rode here as fast as we could.
But the rest of our forces were scattered. I'm sorry we couldn't all make it.
You don't have to apologize. I'm just glad that you're safe. The others can take care of themselves. True. Sire, from here on we shall accompany you. Please give us your orders.
Owen, please be careful. I caught a glimpse of enemy troops approaching the castle behind us. I expect they'll be entering the castle soon.
Enemy reinforcements. I understand. Thank you.
Okay, thankfully our crew actually now knows about that, so now we actually know about that, which is really good for us. Okay, so let's see here. I can run Cecile over here, but I also want this experience for Marth here. I'm going to try and get the experience here, honestly. It might be the better case scenario, because honestly I want to make sure he's also getting fights in, although I want to run over to that chest really badly. So the best thing I can possibly do here is just Steel Sword this guy into oblivion. Hopefully he misses here so I don't have to worry about losing any... What's with these people with the really low hit chances, or... I know that's technically 70%, but it seems like it should miss a little bit more often if I'm missing some of these. HP, Strength, Skill, and Luck, not bad, I like that. We're also out of range of Swarm, which is really good. Then we can just throw a Javelin at this guy. He should go down this turn, hopefully. Really? You survived with 1 HP. Okay. Dodging that... Honestly, that's really surprising you dodged all of that. Ooh, a large bullion. When I sold the small bullion that we got, I actually got 5,000 gold. So I don't know how much the large ones are going to end up selling for. They could sell for 50k for all I know, which could be really good. I'm taking a massive guess on that, though. I'm not entirely sure. But if it is, that would be really nice. But who actually knows, to be honest. I'm going to use my vulnerary, though, since Ogma is nowhere close to Mauritia, so there's no point in wasting it. Let's see here. Can Spooks make it to there in the next map? Next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, he can't. Okay, so the best case scenario here is to take the door key off of Spooks and throw it onto Luke here. And then Roderick, I guess you can just get in place, I guess. That's all I can really think about. And then, other than that, we really don't need the rest of the force to follow up. But let's keep Norn and Frey here. And then, I guess... Ryan and you guys should be fine there. And then I guess that's pretty much our turn, because everyone else is, just waiting. So, let's end our turn and see what we can do here. Okay, that guy's being healed up by the Psychic user. So that's the reason why he's being a pain in the butt. We kind of need him gone if we want Marth to kind of run through there. Please knock him out this time, Katria, thank you. Okay, down with the Swarm user, now we can kind of move freely. And we can also get a level 12 here for Katria, which is really good. Even if she doesn't get the knockout, but she's more than likely going to, so we don't need to worry about that. Okay, Martha's done with, or Julian's done with his mission, so he can actually start running back. We do have our reinforcements now, so we do need to kind of deal with them. So let's see here, what can we possibly do here? Okay, Ryan can't one-shot anyone, which is kind of unfortunate, because that's actually what we need him to do here. But we might be able to do something like this. Maybe we can move here, throw a Javelin at this guy, drop him down to 16. Yeah, this might work. So Sirius, you start throwing Javelins, this might drop him low enough for Ryan to actually pick up this kill, since he kind of needs some experience, and this is going to be the easiest way for him to get it, other than the drill grounds at the moment. So, let's see here. What's the best way to do this? That does 24, and both are basically same hit chance, so Let's just use a steel bow, and this will more than likely knock him out since we do hit him twice. Okay, perfect. Not bad, not bad. I'm saying run down the sniper over here would be another smart idea, so let's run in with the lady sword and knock out this guy. And thankfully it was a crit, so we actually saved some durability here. Okay, now we don't have to worry about getting sniped from over the wall. Now we can run Frey in and maybe knock this guy out. I don't want to waste anything here, so let's do maybe javelins here, just so we don't waste any good durability on like killer lances, because that's literally his only other weapon, so I'd rather waste durability on a javelin than wasting it on anything else. Okay, other than that, looks like we're pretty much good there. Let's see here, what's your movement again? Okay, you have 7 movement, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Okay, he more than likely will be able to make it to where we need him to go. Oop, that's the wrong unit. I need Luke. Luke, I need you to open this door up, bud. Thank you. Okay, is he right in the range? It's a little bit off. Okay, so only other thing I can possibly do here to make it easier for us is to drop the silver lance, or steel lance for a second. Drop Roderick in the position there. I don't know if he would automatically talk to him, so I'm going to be careful and just not worry about that just in case. So I'm going to just play it like that instead. Okay, other than that, move Spooks forward. Okay, other than that, I don't think anyone else can move. Oh no, we have Mauricia. Who do we need Mauricia following, actually? Catria's full HP. Julian could use HP gain. Honestly, we can keep Mauricia at the beginning, and then she can heal anyone that's kind of low. Honestly, since there is reinforcements spawning down here, that actually might be a good idea. So let's do that instead.
I pity your soul, but I can at least grant you a quick death. Take this, my killing edge.
Okay, hopefully you don't crit me here. Okay, 1 hit. Thankfully only 1 hit. Okay, perfect. I think because we put down the steel lance and actually dropped some of the weight on us, which made it so he couldn't even do that. Actually, weight might not be a factor in this game. So I think we're just even speed. No, we're actually faster than him. Okay, that actually works for me better. Okay, so since now Ogma is now in position, we can actually talk to Samuel now. So this is not actually Navarre, I'm gonna be honest here. This is Samuel. I don't know the connection between Navarre and Samuel yet, but for some reason he's able to look like him for some reason. I'm not sure why. I guess we're about to find out. So let's talk to Navarre, and let's recruit him.
Navarre, you bastard! Stay away. This evening, my killing edge hungers for blood. Do you mean to kill me? No matter what? Very well. I knew that we'd eventually settle our score eventually. Wait, stay your blade. I'm no Navarre. I'm just a sham.
And as you can see, his name's Samto, but that's actually the Japanese translation for his name. In the the actual English translation for him under the wiki is actually called Samuel. So if you're wondering what his actual name is, it's Samuel, and that's the mercenary we heard about in one of the townhouses that we randomly went into, and they were surprised he wasn't actually part of our forces yet. So with that, let's see what we got here.
It's me, Samuel. Have you forgotten, Ogma? Samto the gladiator from Norda.
Oh, he's from Norda Market as well. That's kind of funny.
Yes, I was a slave gladiator at the time. And you really helped me out. Even when everyone was making their escape, you stayed behind to distract the guards and ended up caught. I heard everything from my friends. How you were dragged out to the square and whipped until you looked like a corpse. How by chance the young Princess Talus, tears in her eyes, stood up for you and saved you. And that's why you swore your blade to Talus, or rather to the princess.
Enough. Say no more. No more. It's in the past now. No more. Oh, so that's why Ogma has the giant scar on his face. That's from him being whipped in Norda Market after saving Samuel. Oh. So now I'm learning more about Ogma here, because I always wondered about all of his scars. I always thought they were from, actual, full-on scale battles, since he is a mercenary. But that's actually very interesting to learn about. Huh. That's actually cool to know that he actually saved this dude.
Ogma. Anyway, I want to repay you. I'm following you from now on, okay?
Okay, we'll definitely take a mere median on our team, because technically we do need it. I don't know if we'll be able to actually use him, but because we literally are a full party at the moment, we're only able to use 11 allies at the moment, so literally we don't have much we can do. I'm actually going to save here, actually, just so we can have a nice little save point to use, since we did open up the second half of the map, so this will actually help us. Honestly, the best thing I can possibly do here is just getting rid of this guy. So let's actually get rid of this bishop, so we don't have to deal him out any kind of healing. It's going to take us another turn to get rid of him, but Altea does get a level here, so that's actually just free. We got some speed and luck, not bad, not bad. And we're also at 19 speed. If 20 is the max in this game, that actually means we're almost maxed out for speed already. That's actually really good. Okay, so since we do need to open up both of these chests, let's have Marth do the right one, grab ourselves Libra. Okay, what does Libra do when it comes to star symbols? Gives us +2 luck. Not bad, not bad. I like it, I like it. No one took damage over here, so let's just heal up Julian since we have the ability to. And he's going to actually need it if he's going to go top right, since I'm going to actually send him up to the upper area to follow Altea. And then we can have... Honestly, I think the best thing to do here is have Marth... Actually, no, Julian needs the experience more, so... We're going to have Julian go top right, and then we're going to have Marth grab this other chest next turn. That was a little loud. I didn't expect my I'm sorry for pressing the button on my controller that loud. That was very unexpected, actually. That actually caught me off guard. Okay, let's see here. So we have Steel Lance, Javelins, and another Javelin. Best thing I can think of doing here, honestly, we still only do 16 damage here, so we do need to figure out something we can do. You do 2, so I don't want to use you. How come you double and he oh, you have 2 more speed. Okay. Javelin, maybe? He does 20. We don't get it there. Can I Iron Lance here and help him out? No, it doesn't look like it. How about for this soldier? Nope, we still one-shot him as well. How about this one? They might have different stats. Nope, they all have 19. Okay, so the only thing I can really see here that we can possibly do to help out is literally taking a chance with the killer bow and seeing if we get a crit. Okay, let's try it. Might as well see. Nope, no crits. Okay, so he only gets 9 experience. Okay, well that's really unfortunate. Let's see here. Best thing I can see here is Cecile getting a free level here, so Iron Lance this guy, because literally it's free. Of course you get the crit. 6% chance, but our poor Ryan literally has a 20% chance of critting. 26, I believe. And he literally didn't even get it. Are you kidding? That's really, really sad. Okay, so because I see a good opportunity here... Wait, you're using a Javelin. So let's use the Javelin here, because then we can have long range here. And then we can pull Frey and also Norn out of the way, because then he might end up attacking Ryan, because Ryan's in range. So let's move Frey out, because I'm still not even sure if I'm going to be able to use him since we are kind of full on people on field. So we can't really use everyone that we have here, so we do need a... Ooh, actually, that was a spawn and a half right there. Okay, people are trapped now. Okay, now we actually need to do something here. Okay, can I Lady Sword here and maybe knock this guy out? Not really, but we can use a Lady Sword to do a decent amount of damage here. Maybe Ryan can pick up the knockout. We dodged it, thankfully. Okay, that makes things actually really easy for us. Okay, so now we don't have to worry about Cecile accidentally going down for like the 4th time this game. Okay, then we can use the steel bow since obviously there's no reason to waste a killer bow stack here, so let's just keep it. Not bad, not bad. And then you are using your Lady Sword, so we need to be careful here. We can use our Javelin here, get rid of this guy, because then we'll have long range for Sirius, so more than likely they're either going to attack Cecile or Ryan here, since there's no way Camus is actually going to go down here, so they're more than likely going to attack either Cecile or Ryan, which actually might end up giving them a free level either way, which is actually really good. Other than that, we can have Julian start making his way top right, have Marth grab the other chest here, and we got Barrier. Okay, I believe that gives us resistance if we use that. Not bad. It's not a terrible thing to use. Other than that, I don't really know if we can really use anyone else here. Norton can make our way upward, I guess, or we can just keep them here. Honestly, I might just keep them there since I'm not sure if I'm going to use them. Ogma can make his way starting to the end area of this castle here. We move Luke as far as we possibly can as well. Spooks as far as well as possible. And then, I guess, Roderick, you just make as far as you can go. Since, the farthest you can possibly go is where Ogma's standing, and Ogma's not going to let you stand there because he's already moved. Okay, other than that, I guess just javelin this guy, get rid of him so he can't heal anybody, since he is technically a major problem since we don't need people getting free heals. And I also get a secret book out of this. +2 skill for anyone we want. We'll save that for later in the convoy, because I'm not sure who I want to use that on yet. And I think we can actually use it in between chapters this time around, which is really good. Because in the original, we couldn't do that. So hopefully we can use that in the inventory when it comes to convoy before chapters and stuff. Because if we can, that could be really good for us. Because that makes things easier, because then we don't have to do that in between, or during an episode, and just waste a little bit of time just trying to throw in all the stat boosters and stuff. Okay, so let's see here. Best possibility here is to... I'm going to stay Steel Lance this guy out of here, because he does very little damage to Camus, and it's honestly a safer option to do this over what I was going to do. So let's do that instead, because then Camus gets some experience, and then Cecile, I'm going to have you get rid of this guy, and then we'll be safe to move Ryan in between the bowman and out of range of both of those soldiers, more than likely. Well, maybe. We're not entirely sure yet, but HP, skill, speed, luck, and defense, not bad. No strength, but speed is still pretty good, so I'll definitely take that. Let's see here. Well, these... yeah, he has javelins. Both of them do, actually. What is the better outcome here? How much damage do they do to me when they javelin me? 0. Okay, so they do 0 damage to me. Okay, I'm perfectly fine to do this then. Okay, so we're going to pull out the killer bow, maybe get a crit here, 24% chance. Of course, he doesn't get any kind of chance of even critting, even though he was really close to doing it so many times, but... it's unfortunate, but what are we going to do? Okay, I guess we can move Marisha closer to Marth since he needs to make his way to the throne room, since he's the only one that can actually seize the throne. So let's have him start making his way that way. Let's see here. What should we possibly do here? Honestly, the best thing I can think about doing here, use our Vulnerary, keep our Armor Slayer out. I don't think I'll need to heal because of the fact that I'm longer range. We have so many people here that we don't really need to worry about taking too much damage here. I think I'll be able to survive. Okay. Honestly, the only other thing I can think of is opening the store. Since we have the Javelin, this guy's forced to attack himself. Ooh, we get another Alpire out of this. That actually is really good for us. Okay, other than that, I think it's just... yeah, just those two. Okay, so let's end our turn and see what's going on here. Okay, here we go. Big ol' knight guy. Well, we have an Armor Slayer for you, and we're gonna double you, so literally this is just free levels for Ogma. So, thank you for the free experience, bud. Have your other ally come over here, because I'll take as many free experience I can get. HP, speed, and luck? Not the best level. Could have been better. But, what am I gonna do? I can't force the game to give me really good levels. And it's literally all I can really do is hope and pray that we get some decent levels out of this. Because every time we get any kind of level we get, sometimes we get decent stats and sometimes we don't. Okay, this guy more than likely is gonna get doubled this turn and one-shotted. I'm gonna say we did. Perfect. Okay. That means Countera can make her way to the throne room as well. Okay, perfect. Now we're flanking them from both sides now instead of just one. Because technically we just started flanking them from that side, so now we actually have that kind of padded down, and we know we're going to be able to make our way through that way now. Okay, Marth move as far as he can. Then we can throw a nice mend onto Marth since he needs to make his way in there. Also free experience, might as well. Okay, other than that, Julian, you make as far as you possibly can, bud. Then Katria, I guess, as far as you can as well. I don't know where else to put you. So I guess just follow up with everyone else. She's actually the highest level on her team, actually, to be completely honest when it comes to people. Okay, let's see here. What can I possibly do here? that will help us out here when it comes to getting experience. Okay, that's Roderick. We could possibly throw you in here and maybe do something. You only do 9 damage to him, so he can easily come in here. So honestly, we might just drag some in with Luke here, and then we can move Spooks right next to him and maybe gain some free support conversations, because I'm still not really sure how the support conversation points work in this specific one. I know in Sacred Stones, it was by standing next to them, and in Awakening it was like that as well, so I'm going to say it's more than likely kind of like how it used to be in those games, because I was more used to that one than it was with, actually no, Awakening was the best one when it came to support conversations, wasn't it? Because then you could pick up units and have them fight with you, but you also get the benefits of getting free supports while technically not deploying other units, which was really good. So, honestly, could have been better. It could have been better, because this was a game right before Awakening, when Awakening was actually technically supposed to be the final game when it came to, if it failed, literally Fire Emblem wouldn't be around at all today. But thankfully it did do really good, and thankfully the game series is around, because it would be really sad to not have Fire Emblem around here, because this is one of my favorite game series. I didn't get to start playing it until I played through, I think it was Blazing Blade was my technically first one, and Sacred Stones. I know I keep, like, every now and again I kind of remember it differently, but I believe it was Sacred Stones, and then played a small bit of Blazing Blade, and then Awakening came out. I think that's the exact way it happened. But I also heard about the, actually, no, wait a minute. Actually, I think I didn't even hear about, Awakening being a release. I actually ended up finding it in a GameStop, and I actually didn't even know people were, like, it was a big, hot game at the moment. And I knew about the franchise because I knew about Sacred Stones. I was like, I want to play one of these Fire Emblem games again, since I only had it on the free one that you got with the 3DS when you got the original 3DS when it first dropped. You got some free games that you got to download onto your DS, and it was really, really fun, but I really didn't understand it because I was so young at the time, because it was like my first it was literally my first time with Fire Emblem with Sacred Stones. Had no idea how to work with the permadeath system, didn't really know what I was doing. I had fun with it, but I never understood it, so once I actually saw it in GameStop, I ended up picking up Awakening, and had a lot of fun with it, and it ended up getting me hooked into the game franchise for sure, because I didn't get to play enough with Sacred Stones to actually get, like, really hooked into it, but I knew about the franchise beforehand, which was really cool, that I was like, hey, I know this game, I actually want to try it out more, because I didn't get much of a playthrough with it, so it ended up becoming one of my favorite series, and here we are today. That's literally how it went, and honestly, it was probably one of my best decisions, because I'm gonna be honest, this series is good, and I think it should get some more, like, eyes on it, and I think if it were, we can actually, I think Nintendo would, like, make the remakes a little bit more often, because I want to play some of the older ones. I want to play Thracia, I want to play Genealogy, but I want to play, like, official releases, and I would feel better off if they were remakes of them, and up to date, and, like, with some of the features that we get from the newer ones, like this one, for instance, with the support conversations, adding a little bit more, kind of giving us, like, full-on, like, full-scale adventure when it comes to it, since I feel like I like the new layout of the games nowadays compared to the older ones, since I played through a couple of them. You've literally watched me play through, the original Fire Emblem game. I know what I'm talking about. I honestly feel like the older ones are a little lacking at some points when it comes to supports and stuff, so I would very much hope that if they were to remake those games anytime soon, that it would have, like, at least a decent amount, like, kind of like Shadows of Valencia. I know Shadows of Valencia didn't really have that many supports, but honestly, it was really cool that it was fully voice acted, and it had supports, at least something to kind of, like, make you care a little bit more about the characters, because that's the whole point of the support conversations for me, is that it makes you care more and more about the people that are involved in the story, and honestly makes me, like, understand the story a little bit more. Would I rather Camus get this? Honestly, kinda. We haven't actually gotten a actual level in chapter with Camus yet, so you know what? I'm gonna see if we could possibly get one here. It would be worth it, because I would like to actually maybe get one. Nope. Looks like we're not going to be able to, and it looks like the reinforcements are done, so I'm going to start moving everyone out. Okay, other than that, looks like we're pretty much done with this chapter. Literally only got these people up here. What turn are we on, actually? Turn 9? We're literally nowhere even close to turn 20. So, yep, we unlocked Chapter 6X for free. Literally didn't even need Rickard for it, but we already had him because we're playing 100% recruitment. So, obviously, we were going to unlock that chapter no matter what. But honestly, I'll take it. It's honestly better than, because then we get more story, we understand a little bit more about the extra chapters, since the extra chapters were added to this game specifically to add a little bit more story to the game, and add a little bit more characters as well. So let's see here. What's the best thing we could possibly do here? I think everyone's... Ooh, you're actually really close to leveling. Does this guy knock you out? Yes, he does, actually. How about this random knight? Actually, does he have a... Yes, he does. Okay. Let's not do that, then. Okay, what's the best thing I could possibly do here? Honestly, it looks like maybe just knocking out this guy is the best thing I could possibly do. So... let's waste the Iron Lance. Yeah, let's do some durability on our Iron Lance here, and then maybe we can block off the random knight on the right there, so then we don't have to worry about him running us down. Ooh, that was quite a bit of experience. Ugh, 1 speed. Ugh, nasty. That's really bad. Okay, let's see here. Ogma's almost level 11 here. But honestly, Spooks needs this more, so please give me this nice free experience. Down goes another one of these knights. Okay, we need to kind of block up. Make a little barricade for this. Oh no, we don't need to. Okay, perfect. That actually works better. Okay, other than that, let's move Roderick here to pull him out. And then we can put Samuel here. And then Julian, let's move you as far as we possibly can in here. And then Katria can follow right next to them. Okay, other than that, I don't think we really need to move anyone else. Yeah, we really don't need to. So let's end turn there. Not bad, not bad. Might do a save here because... Oh no, I should save after I knock him out. Actually, that would be a smarter idea. So yeah, let's do that instead, because then I can, because I usually don't like to, do all my healing in episode after chapters, because that's basically free experience. So, like I normally do, we're gonna do all of Mauritia's healing after the chapter. But I'll do a small save, right after we knock out the, General Lang. But then we'll end the chapter, and then, in between episodes, I'll go back through and get all the free experience for Mauritia, since there's a bunch of people injured on the battlefield at the moment, and then we can easily get some freebies here. Okay, other than that, it looks like Spooks can just go for a free knockout right here, so let's just fireball this guy a couple times, and we'll grab some free experience. And then, honestly, it looks like maybe Ogma should run at this next guy here, if we don't level here. We didn't, but that doesn't mean we can't use Spooks in the next fight here, so honestly, we're perfectly fine. Honestly, I'm not going to waste the vulneraries yet, since we might not need to. Because if Spooks does enough damage to this guy, we can run in with the Armor Slayer with Ogma and we'll be perfectly fine. Okay, other than that, let's just end turn. Oop, did not mean to go to units, I meant to go to end turn. There we go, perfect. Okay, yep, it seems like it's just him left on the field. Okay, Mauritia, I need you to run over to me and do a mend on me. Fully heal, because I don't know what kind of damage this guy's going to do to me in a second. He does have a javelin, so he can hit me. We do 14, but we also have the L-Fire on Katria here. And since we don't have that door key, we can actually throw that L-Fire onto us. So let's see how much damage we do with L-Fire instead. Plus 4. Okay, so we do 18 instead. How much does Ogma do? 13. Okay, we also double. Let's see here, 18 plus 3. He's gonna have like 1 HP-ish. Okay. So, other better thing. Anyone can run in here and just do some quick damage without knocking out. He drops you to 7, actually. Let's see here. Seeing what we can do here. Looks like we can Steel Sword 2 times. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Wait, please. I'm sorry, please forgive me. I've only done as the Emperor ordered me to. I didn't agree with him, but I had no choice. So please spare my life. I'll do anything you say, just like this. You shouldn't have let your guard down, you fool. Now die.
Honestly, I don't even think we let our guard down. We literally were coming up to smack you in the face a couple times anyways. And he completely missed, so he doesn't even get his chance to even think about knocking down Luke. Perfect. Free experience. Okay. Now Spooks can go in with his Hellfire, smack him once with this. This would be making it much more easier, because now all he has to do is just use his... That's a big javelin coming flying right at my face. That's 10 times. That's actually scary. Strength, magic, skill, speed, and luck. Not bad, not bad. There comes our plus increases to our speed increase. Always like to see that. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, he only does 7 damage to me, and we double. Okay, so this is perfect. Okay. So as long as we hit one of these, we're perfectly fine. Oh, and Ogma doesn't have any dialogue for him. Oh, okay. I was surprised, because Ogma was the one that actually wanted to kill Lang, so I'm surprised he didn't have any dialogue.
Impossible. I've been defeated.
Yes, you have. That's it. You're dead, and that's all you have to say. Okay. Bye-bye, General Lang. It was nice meeting you, I guess. HP, strength, skill, and speed. That's a really good level. And we also got the Cancer, star symbol. I actually didn't read what it did for him. Oh, it gives you +2 defense. Ooh. That's actually really good, actually. +2 defense can save you easily. Okay, that's actually really nice to see. Okay, since Julian is in range to do this, we're actually gonna throw in a nice save right here and use our other symbol here, since then I could just reload save, after this. Okay, so other than that, end turn, since there's literally nothing for us to do here, and let's just have Marth go straight to the castle and season on up. So, let's proceed to the next chapter, and we have unlocked the Chapter 6X, and finished off Chapter 6. Easy peasy. And here's our final unit for this chapter, Lord Wendell, because we unlock him after the chapter, kind of like Archanea was when we saw her in a previous chapter. She was literally, you just literally recruit her right after the chapter is over, and Wendell is just the same. But let's see here.
Lord Wendell, thank goodness you're unharmed. Lang accused me of collaborating with the rebels and had me imprisoned, even though I told him that I must fulfill a mission assigned to me by Archanea Goto.
Oh, Gordo! Godo. We saw him in the final chapter of the original game. I wonder if we might see him again, because he seemed pretty interesting. We only got to know him a little bit due to the fact that he was helping us make, what was it? He made us a special tome that actually was able to fight off Garneth, and then we needed that in order to fight him in order to get the falchion. So I would hope we could see Godo again, since literally the only time we got to fight with him was during the Medius fight during the final chapter of the game. So honestly, I would like to at least see him again.
A mission from Lord Goto. That's correct. You have seen the star sphere, the holy orb with 12 constellations etched onto its surface, in order to pierce Garneth's shadowy veil.
Oh, here we go. Starlight, that was the tome.
Lord Goto created the sacred spell named Starlight from that orb.
Yep, I remember that.
Unfortunately, the strain on the star sphere was so severe that it shattered into 12 shards, which scattered into the sky.
Oh, so those are what these those little star symbols are. They're pieces of the starlight, of the starlight, orb, or the star sphere. But technically it would be a starlight, orb, since that's what you literally use the star sphere to actually make, as we just heard from, Wendell here.
Lord Goto told me that this world has long been guarded by the 5 orbs, a mysterious arcane power, and that if even one of them is lost, the world would fall into irreplaceable ruin. By any means possible, we must gather the 12 star shards and restore the star sphere.
Is this a joke? That world could just end. The world can just end. This is all very hard to take in.
Aren't these the star shards? If so, we already have a few. After we retake Altea, we'd gladly help you, to find the remaining shards and orbs. Of course. Your country was only just invaded by the Empire. I understand, Prince. I too shall fight to restore Altea then. Thinking about it, my meeting with you is like a sign from Lord Goto himself. In that case, I shall surrender myself to fate. But please, let's stop by the Fane of Raman. We may be able to find some star shards in the ancient temple. Understood. It is the Fane of Raman. We can go there on our way to Altea. And I believe that's where Chapter 6X takes place. General Lang has been defeated, and now the people of Dross no longer have to suffer. That's right, sire. Spooks. Since leaving Altea, we have had a great deal of fights. Looking back at them now, all I remember is seeing our companions fall one by one. Enough. I don't want any more of our comrades to suffer. That pain. Spooks, please help me. I'll try and help you my best I can, honestly. But let's hear.
Sire. Some new information has come in from the patrol. Just ahead, the enemy seems to be preparing some kind of ambush. It's not an Archanean empire, but likely I fear the mercenaries hired the coin.
Mercenaries? Is it? Do we continue as far as we are to take a longer, safer route? Personally, I'd rather not detour. We have to return to Altea as soon as possible.
If you would allow me to speak as your tactician, I think we ought to stay here and fight. We will be facing mercenaries. The Altean knights would never lose to mere mercenaries.
True, honestly. Spooks, your thoughts? I agree with Sir Yagan.
I see.
Thank you, Yagan. Spooks. The whole army shall move on as they were. We'll hit the mercenaries head on. And I believe that would be Chapter 6X. Let's make sure, just in case. And indeed, okay, so we 100% have it. So Chapter 6X is called Mercenaries Squad. Okay, let's see what we got here. I'm not going to look at any of the chapter, because this will be tomorrow's episode. But let's see what's going on here. Let's see if we see any new faces, because apparently that's what these chapters are for. Ooh, here we go, Rad. I believe we met him during the Port Warren chapter with, I believe, Caesar, maybe? Oh, hey, there we go, Caesar and Rad. Okay, I'm believing that's the only two on the field then. We could take a quick look. It's a really small map, so literally this is pretty easy to find out. Okay, a bunch of assassins. Okay, it looks like a pretty easy map. I don't know how to recruit them, so I don't know how hard it is going to be to actually recruit these two, because there could be some kind of stipulation for all I know. So, with that, I'll be seeing you all in Chapter 6X, and we'll be continuing on with our story, and the side story part of it, since the side story is all about the assassins, I believe. So, with that, thank you all for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll be seeing you all in the next episode, and there actually is an assassin on the field. Okay, it might be... And it's Legion, of all people! Okay, so we are definitely fighting off with the assassins in the next episode. It's weird that Caesar and Rad are working for them, although I do remember them being mercenaries, so that would make sense that they would technically work with the assassins. But I think if they knew that Marth was part of the army, they wouldn't fight us, maybe. I don't know how to recruit them yet, but maybe they're not even recruitable, maybe we just see them. But other than that, thank you all for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll be seeing you all in Mercenary Squad, and fighting off with one of the major assassins, Legion. Don't know if this is his final chapter, I'm pretty sure it's not, because I think there's a specific chapter for that. Because there's a whole storyline about him having like 4 different personalities, and we haven't even seen that yet, so I'm pretty sure this isn't his end. So with that, thank you all for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.